Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Buffalo Bisons. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after. Just about ready to go. And towing the slab here, Bowden Francis.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Throw over to Votto. One out in the top of the first. On the ground. And that's just foul. Perez, multi-time All-Star, hitting third in the lineup. Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Slings to first, 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. Two runs across in the inning, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Just misses. Now 1-2. And a base hit into left field. That'll play.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
That misses, and it's 1-1. Renfroe off of first with 2 away. That one off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a good eye there.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Lantigua makes the catch, inning over. The 2-round trippers in this inning. The bottom of the first, digging in, Ernie Clement.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Addison Barger.
1 ball, no strike.
In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. And the righty deals. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Fires to second for 1, and that's 2.
That is good. The first baseman.
And the batter now is Joey Votto. Strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. And now 1-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Daniel Vogelback at the plate now. That's ball one. Wouldn't chase that time. Out towards right center field. Renfroe brings it in with a nice running. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And here is Nelson Velasquez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Out to short, Barger. And quickly one away in the second. And now it's Kyle Isbell. Ball one, no strikes.
1-0.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman. First pitch misses. 2 outs, base is empty. That's to third. Sends it across to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to hit. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Escobar out on the play. And now the right fielder, Nathan Lukes. On the ground, Massey gathers and throws to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Rafael Lantigua now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And he chases that one below the zone.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, MJ Melendez. And he lays down a bunt. Escobar zips it across, and the bunt doesn't work out. Bobby Witt Jr. at the dish now. He committed to play for the University of Oklahoma, where his dad went before the Royals changed his mind.
He would have been the #1 overall pick in most drafts. As a high schooler, he won a gold medal with Team USA and was named the 2019 Gatorade National Baseball Player of the Year.
In there safely. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Pasquantino at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but
Clement off balance feet. There's one. Adovado. And they turn it. So it's no runs. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Will Robertson. The wind of the pitch. Up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And here's the catcher, Philip Clark. Double play ball to second. Massey. 1 at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Now the second baseman.
So the batting order turns over. Ernie Clement now at the plate. In the air, left side. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Next to hit, Hunter Renfroe. The pitch. And that's in the dirt. On the ground to third. And it gets by him. So man aboard. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. In there at the knees for a strike. Massey measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ground ball to first. Could be 2. Votto to second. On to first. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Addison Barger. The pitch. Right side. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Joey Votto. Fought off foul. Ripped on the ground to second. Sends it to first. And Votto is retired. Here's Daniel Vogelbach. He's 0 for 1. That one ripped. That's back there. Out of here.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Escobar, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ripped to short. Whips it to first. Escobar out on the play. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. And he grounds one to the right side. On to first. One up, one down.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the 1st, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Number 11 stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Slings it across, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th. Melendez up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Hard ground ball, base knock. Now he'll turn for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. 2 outs, runner at first. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. This to 3rd. They take the force out, and the inning is over. 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Nathan Lukes. To the right side, Massey. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And now the center field. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Leo Jimenez. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now the left fielder, Will Robertson. Witt. The toss to second, and that's 2. Now into the ball game on defense, Miguel Giraldo. He's the new third baseman. Perez up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Well, these Royals doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Fastball for a strike. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Just missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
On the ground to third. And Renfroe is retired. And here is Michael Massey. Ground ball to the right side. And base hit. And he can't come up with it. And they hold the runner at third base as they decide not to risk the send with 2 away. Bounced out to short. Barger. They get the force. That ends the frame. So they strand a pair. 9-1-2. Bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Philip Clark. So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, Danny Jansen. Big spot for him here. Lyles back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
And that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of...
There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on a mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Votto at the plate now, and that's inside. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's 2-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Now, Miguel Giraldo. Swing at a chopper. And that chance handled. Tosses to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over, but the RBI single pushes across. So remaining in the game defensively, Danny Jansen. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. On the ground, right side. Over to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now the third baseman.
hit in the air, center field. And it drops in. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on play.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He powers that one out of here. His second home run of the game. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. That one's in there. Strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the end.
Off-balance feed. There's one. On to Votto. And they turn it. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning. It's now 4-2. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder. John Schreiber takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Witt throws to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And now Leo Jimenez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. And he grounds one back up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Will Robertson. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Up the middle. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Runner breaks for third. On the ground to the left. He's safe. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Double steal. And that one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. This one popped up. Pasquantino moving under it. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. And we're back. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Francis back to work. To third, Geraldo. Tosses to first, and Renfroe is retired. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. First pitch, and he just misses. That clips the corner. 1 out, base is empty. To the right side, Clement. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And now Nelson Velasquez. Out to short, Barger. To first, Royals set down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Addison Barger. And there's a foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Witt over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And now the first baseman, Joey Votto.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
That's to third, and that squirts through. And that rolls into the corner. Safe at second with a double. third hit for him this afternoon.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Daniel Vogelbach at the plate. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a drive, deep right field. This one's got a chance. Banks off the wall. Here comes the throw. And into second with one away. That's a double. Play at the plate. Got him. He's in there. Here's the third baseman, Miguel Iraldo. Lifted in the air, right field. That'll drop in. Plays it on a hop.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
High ground ball for a base knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. And he's in safely at third. A run comes in on the play.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And that one is lifted in the air. Melendez drifts towards it. Brings it in for the third out. All set for the start of the inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. Boots it. But the throw to first gets him easily. And that's the first out. Now the third baseman.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. And that one a little below the knees. 1-0. That's down and in. Tied at 4. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So bottom of the ninth. Now the left fielder, Will Robertson. At the bullpen is Will Smith.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Back to the mound. He's got it. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And there's two down. And now here is Ernie Clement. And a foul ball. All tied up. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Renfroe makes the catch, and that'll do it. We're in extras here. So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. This one high in the air to left center. He's got it. And there's one away. Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. And fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical. You want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. To first, maybe a 2-ball. There's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. On to the bottom of the 10th. And the batter now, Addison Barger. And the pitch. Runner takes off for third. And that one fouled off. Runner goes again. Fouled off. He was late. Kicks and deals. Runner goes again. Bounced up the middle. In plenty of time to first. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Votto goes after that one for strike one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Swung on, belted. Back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runner tags from third. Crosses the winning run. And they walk it off in extra innings.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in. But he did a good job pulling the hands through. Extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
Ready to go? Now here is Bo Bichette. And he deals. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run.
Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box. Got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Man, he looks like his dad out there hitting home runs.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Just missed. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And a pitch. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back there. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And he's out. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Hit hard on the ground to short. That takes care of Springer. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Out to short. In time to Vaughn. Out number 3. Andrew Benintendi steps up. The pitch. On the ground right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And Benintendi is out. And now it's Luis Robert. Ground ball right side. Gets it to first. And they take care of Robert for the out. Andrew Vaughn now.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Righty delivers. Out towards right center field. On his way over. Won't bring this one in. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out. Top of the second. Now it's the second baseman, number 36. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Turner climbs in on that right side. Way inside, gets out of the way. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Jump throw across his body. Awesome play there. Kevin Biggio up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's Kiermaier now. And that one hammered. Robert raging back towards the wall. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. But they do get on the board in the inning on this. Bottom half of inning number 2. Eloy Jimenez now. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Berrios, a former Gold Glove winner. He features a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Ground ball up the middle. Bichette slings to first. That's one out the bottom of the second. Dominic Fletcher steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first.
Batting seventh, the catcher.
One down. Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Maldonado.
On the ground. What a stop. To second, that's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. Back here on the south side. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He swings and fouls one off. A wind in the pitch. In the air, right side. And it's caught for the out. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Gone. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
The throw to first. That takes care of Springer. On the ground to short. Jump throw. And that's the third out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now here on the south side. Now it's Paul DeJong up to the plate. And that one fouled off. Berrios in his 8th season, 29 years old, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. Now a jump throw. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just brings in on the hands.
And a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low.
There goes the runner. And that one pulled foul. And the right-hander deals. And a ground ball to first. And it finds its way through for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. Luis Robert now. On the ground, right side. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel. Go back up.
Bounce to the left side. Base hit. One run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone. And now Yoan Moncada. Comebacker could be two. To second, there's one. And they bounce into two already. This one ends the third. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. On to the fourth. And now for the Jays, number 36. Crochet back to work. In the air, left field. Benintendi gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Turner, the next to hit, takes outside. That one ripped right center field. Robert going back. It bangs off the wall. The throw into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. Runner takes off. And that's a base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 5-1.
Waste no time there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So the lineup flips over. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And now the DH, Eloy Jimenez. That's to third. Biggio sends it to first. And a quick out, number 1. Dominic Fletcher digs in now.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Biggio throws to first in time. 3 up. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one down the line. Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through.
DeYoung over to Lopez, 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back at guaranteed rate field. And now the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Bichette whips it to first. That's 6 straight set down. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Right side. Throws to first in time. He's retired 7 in a row. Benintendi up here. Ground ball right side. Sends it to first. And Benintendi is top 6. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Robert going back on this one. And brings it in at the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Turner now. Hit hard. That gets through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Couple of singles back to back. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything.
Runners on the move. Up the middle. DeYoung throws to first in time. No shot at the double play with the runners going. Kevin Kiermaier next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. 1 run across. Close play, but in there. It's 7-1. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Foul ball there. Out to short, into the outfield, base hit. Coming home, fires it to the plate, safe.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the.
Now the White Sox now on the bump. Touki Toussaint
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And the pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And a base hit up the middle. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Clobber to right field. Way back. Gone. A massive home run. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 11-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. That's got to be an error. And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Kirk, a former All-Star, 25 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. On to Lopez. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the... Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. Robert makes the turn at second. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Up the middle, and a base hit knocks in a run. And at first, Yoan Moncada, the next to hit. In the air, left field. Varsho hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Grounder might be 2. To second, there's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Here on the south side, top of inning number 7, and now number 36. On the ground to third, Moncada. Sends it across to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Here's Justin Turner. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to center. Robert makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Kevin Biggio next up for the Blue Jays. Bounce to the right. And foul ball. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And first offering is fouled off. And he hits a ground ball right side. Lopez tosses to first, and that'll do it. Back here on the south side, bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. And that one is lifted in the air. Springer there makes the catch. 1 away. Now it's going to be Martin Maldonado. Foul ball. Yoan. Ground ball left side. That's a hit. Paul DeYoung steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1 out. And yet another Twin killing. Their 4th of the day. And we're back. We go to the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Bo Bichette. Out to short, DeYoung. Tosses across to first. 1 up, 1 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. into the outfield, base hit. Around first, digging for two. The throw in. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get it.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
In time to Vaughn. That takes care of Springer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Zips it to first. Third out. The Jays get a pair on this homer. Home half. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now, Nicky Lopez. Up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Benintendi to the plate. On the ground to first. Over to Bichette. And it's a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the. We go to the 9th. Here's the second baseman, number 36. On the ground, right side. Lopez tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. So now Turner in on that right side. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Moncada tossed to first, and they get Biggio for the out. So up next for Toronto, Kevin Kiermaier. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Got the top of the ball a little bit.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. That was blasted to the moon. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 16-2.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Base hit. And first offering is fouled off. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. And takes low for ball 1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free pass.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. And he's gone yard again. His 4th home run of the game. And they add a couple more. It's 18-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet.
Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Puts a bunt down. Guerrero. The flip to the pitcher covering. And a quick out, number 1. He's 2 outs away. Here is Moncada. That one to first. And it finds its way through for a hit. Now it's the DH, Eloy Jimenez. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and that's the ball game. Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours.